I'm Vito's852, and it's time for another Kickstarter Hall of Fame induction. This is going to be the 10th induction into my Hall of Fame. That is a lot, and there's still at least 10 more, and who knows, there might be more after that. You know how many should be in the Kickstarter Hall of Fame? Zip. Zero. None. There shouldn't be a Kickstarter Hall of Fame. This shouldn't be happening, but it is, and Kickstarter themselves fully allow it to happen. This week's oh boy, I'm losing myself here. This week's jerk of the week, asshole of the week, whatever you want to call him, is a double dose of reality. And it's a double dose of fun. It's two people. I included both of them for the hell of it because I thought that would be fun. Because they're both from opposite sides of the spectrum and yet in the same world. One of them is Alex Isaacs of A for Cards, and the other one is Michael Ferrante of BM Poker World. Yeah, why not? One used to own A for Cards, now known as the Playing Card Forum, and the other used to own United Cardists and BMPokerWorld.com. Both have kind of faded into obscurity. I know Alex is still on the forum, but Michael, he's gone. He's disappeared. Let's look at Alex Isaacs first at 8 for Cards. His project was the Vortex cards. He raised $32,000 out of a $20,000 goal, which is a very healthy amount for a single deck of cards. And by the way, it was a pretty good deck of cards that handled really well. And I liked it. It was funded in December 2011. There is still, almost 4 years later, 3 years later I guess, backers still waiting for decks, and backers that are still very disgruntled with Alex. And he's one of the first decks that come to mind when people think of Kickstarter scammers. In fact, he is probably the first Kickstarter scam in regards to playing cards that I can think of. It didn't have much communication. He often ignores people, doesn't respond to people. Whenever people were bringing it up on the forums, he would ignore it or try to talk about something else. It just wasn't good. Not too long ago, earlier this year, A4Cards.com was quietly renamed to Playing Card Forum and sold to a big-time deck collector. And that was pretty suspicious. Well, maybe not suspicious, that's a bad word. That's not what I mean. It wasn't suspicious, it's just strange, I guess. He's still on the forums, I believe. Still not delivering. Still people waiting. The final update was January 2013, which is apparently hidden. Actually, that's bizarre because I know that I can see that because I was a backer. Why is it hidden? That was on my other account, that's why. Bear with me for 1 minute. I can find out what that last update was. The last update, I apologize. We'll get right backwards with this in a minute. No, apparently I can't see it for some reason. I don't know why. I know I was a backer. I know I got it somehow. Or maybe I got it after the fact. I don't know. Whatever. All I know is that I got the cards somehow, some way. Actually, yeah. I remember I actually didn't even pay for the damn cards. I forget exactly what happened, but I remember that he sent me some decks, and I was supposed to send him a payment via PayPal, but I had issues or something, and it didn't happen. And actually, I think he might have refunded me somewhere along the line. Actually, what happened was, because he didn't deliver the cards, wasn't responding. I went to Amazon, made a claim, got my money back. Then he finally sent me the cards, and then he expected a payment. I couldn't send him a payment because I couldn't do that on Amazon, being in Canada, and my PayPal was already having issues, and so I was like, screw him. At least I got what I was supposed to get. It's not my fault that he didn't get paid. It's not my fault that he took forever to deliver. It's not my fault that he scammed other people. You win some, you lose some. That's kind of funny. The other one we'll talk about is BM Poker World, Michael Ferrante. The deck he had on Kickstarter was the Bicycle Grunzland, which was a Dark Alice of Wonderland themed deck. It failed twice. It was never successful. The reason why I brought him up is because, well, since I'm talking about the former owner of 8 for Cards, I might as well talk about the former owner of United Cards as well. And this is not to rip apart United Cards. It has nothing to do with United Cards. It has everything to do with Michael Ferrante. By the way, he did sell both of those forms and then disappeared, fell off the face of the earth. I don't know what happened to him. He sold United Cards and also his website, BM Poker World. The reason why I bring him up is because he was very, very vocal about every Kickstarter project on his forum. And then when he did it himself, he failed. Not once did he fail, but twice. He failed to get a deck funded on Kickstarter. Despite all his knowledge of Bicycle and USPC, all his knowledge of Kickstarter projects, he flat out failed twice. Maybe it was the deck of cards, but you know what? Many people on the forums told him, you should change this, you should improve that. He didn't listen. He also, from what I saw, had very few updates, something he was always vocal about. And to me, that sounds pretty damn hypocritical. Anyways, that's this week's Jerks of the Weeks. One guy who was successful, delivered, and then fizzled, and another guy who failed to deliver completely. That's what I got. I'll see you next time with more of these Jerks of the Week.